Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beatle Dustino coming at you again today with once again some very late breaking news. As I only tend to break it late, but hey, I want to get my little piece out there on it, and let's find out what the news is after the intro. So for some, it might not be late breaking because it should go on sale for the general public today. But those of us that were on the email notification list from the Beatles uh, did get a 24-hour little window where we got a special little invitation to get this new, reissued new thing, but it'll be of this, not the CD box, no, but the vinyl version of this. I'm just going to show that for that. But yeah, this, of course, the CD one originally came out on September 9th of 2009. There we go. Wow, I should know that. 999. And the vinyl box came out 5 years later on September 9th of 2014. I believe that's what I'm finding. Claims that was the date that it was released. I know it was 2014. I know it was September, but that is what I found. Kind of hard to believe it was 5 years to the day there. But anyways, the new box sounds like it's going to be shipping on July 18th of 2025 this year. The pre-orders are on open today, May 30th of 2025, and the early bird ones, like I said, if you had the email, you got the email, you got a link to go get it. Went on sale, obviously, a day prior on May 29th of 2025. And it looks like it's going to be about $545 here in the US. There's like a little bit of shipping in that too. I luckily did get in and I got my pre-order right away. Now, as I'm recording this, the pre-orders are sold out already. So I don't know if that's like scary news for anybody that was still planning to get it that didn't get the email, or your email didn't work, or it went into your junk box or whatever. But anyways, hopefully it's going to be a little more readily available, but it is a very limited edition. It says as the original box, and I'm afraid this is going to happen with this one too. The original box is selling on Discogs, I checked today, anywhere ranging between $1,200 was the cheapest one I found, and bear in mind that's used, and $4,500 was the most expensive one, and that one was sealed, it stated. So, oh boy. So $545 sounds like quite a bargain, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I really have wanted to get this box. I don't have a lot of Beatles, the UK vinyl. I've been like slowly collecting the US stuff because that's fairly easy to find here in the US, but the UK stuff is not. And I'd love to get the original stuff, but just the prices you're going to pay for it, and having it here all in one box, all in the mono presentation, which is great. And the fact it's not the full set. Obviously, it's 14 LPs, which is only 12 albums, and they'll bring you from Please Please Me all the way to the Beatles. And then you also got Magical Mystery Tour included in there, so one of the US ones is included, and then the Mono Masters is included, and of course the White Album and Mono Masters are both double discs, so that's what brings you up 12 albums, but 14 disc. So that's what you got kind of going on there. Plus, it's got the beautiful hardback book. I think it's a 108-page hardback book. I should have my little email up there with all the description there. The packaging is in the original flip black sleeves, just like in the UK. So that is really great. Everybody, that's part of the reason why that original box has been as iconic and everything as it's been, because the stereo box came out about the same time, but that has never got the hype to it that the mono box has got. And we've all been wanting this to get reissued. I know we've all been begging for it in some form to get reissued. I think we all kind of moaned a little last year when we got the announcement of the US albums in mono, knowing I think we all kind of want the original UK ones in mono reissued, because we're so priced out of it at this $1,200 to $4,500 price range here. And the in mono one, where the stereo failed by doing the digital transfers, that would have been the stereo box equivalent to this that came out on September 9th, 2009. And these were digital transfers too on the mono ones here, but the stereo one used those same digital transfers from the stereo ones from the 2009 remasters, where the In Mono one went back to the original master tapes, the original 1/4-inch master tapes, and transferred it and made it a true analog transfer onto those mono ones and cut them by Sean McGee, and the mastering supervisor was Steve Berkowitz. And, you know, those have really just resonated because of that. I think that stereo box still is a little pricey nowadays, but nowhere near the price that these go for. And that's also kind of part of why I never got this originally. I wasn't collecting vinyl in 2014. A few years later, I started to get into it. I had my parents' collection, and that was it. I didn't have any of my own. It was literally about 4 years later, I started collecting my own vinyl. And by that time, that box, the In Mono box, was already so priced. Even the stereo box was so priced out of my price range, I just couldn't go for it. But the stereo box also had kind of the stigma on it that everybody was kind of complaining about the mixes on it and everything. And I was like, okay, yeah, I got to get that mono one. But boy, that's even that much more. And it's just went up and up and up and up since. I'm scared that's going to happen with this one. One thing I know, I saw Beatles Tone's video on this already, and he said in the UK it was limited one per customer. And I think that was something like this. That is what they should do, because the true fans that really want this, that have been holding out, that haven't been able to afford the last one, if you didn't get it then. And now in the States here, they're allowing 4 per customer. So I would say that the person that orders all 4, that takes the full to the max, I would think those guys are kind of flippers and, you know, sellers like that. They aren't keeping those for themselves. They know that original box is selling for huge money, and so they're going to buy it to flip it themselves. And I'm guessing that this reissue is going to be selling for thousands of dollars not long after. So I wish that they would have limited it to 1 per customer even here in the States, but I guess that's the States for you on that. I guess you got to be capitalist and everything on that and whatnot. So, but anyways, whoa, getting into politics here on this. I am very excited about this, though. I wanted this box. I've known one person that's had it, and I've always kind of, you know, wanted to even just hold it, and I never got a chance to do that yet. So, so now I've got my own coming. I'll be able to take a look at it and see it and play it and read the book and just totally enjoy everything about it. Everything I've seen, it looks like just a wonderful box, and I'm hoping that they don't cut the quality anywhere on this reissue. I'm hoping it's going to be just like that original 2014 box. Everything that I'm seeing here, it looks like it's going to be 180 gram vinyl. It's using that same 2014 mastering, which is straight from the analog tapes, not the digital transfer. So I think we're in for a pretty good box here with this. So I'm very excited I was able to get mine secured with it already showing that it's sold out. And I'm hoping that they do open it up again for more pre-orders from the Beatles store. And I'm kind of curious, because it's not very clear in there if this is exclusive to the Beatles store or if we're going to see it on Amazon and everything. So I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments here. As I'm filming this, I don't know. It hasn't went on sale to the public yet, just to the special invite there that's been out, which I'm assuming most Beatles fans and most Beatles fans that want this box probably are on that email list, and that's probably why it's sold out. So anyways, I just wanted to get that news out there. Very excited that I'm going to get this, and I can't wait to get my box, and I'll show everybody what's going on it. We all know, but I mean, it's fun, exciting, and it's new to me, and I'm sure there's other people out there that or at least would want to see it again. So I absolutely love this In Mono CD box, so I know this is going to be an absolute cherished part of my vinyl collection now too. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm not even feeling like I'm missing out on those other albums, because Yellow Submarine, we do got pretty covered on the Mono Masters, because the 4 songs that are new, to aside from George Martin's stuff on the B side, the 4 songs that are new on the A side are all on that Mono Masters. So you're kind of getting it covered there, just not the doubled up stuff. So yeah, so you do kind of got Yellow Submarine. It's just Abbey Road and Let It Be. I know that's always one complaint about this, is why they didn't include those others. Well, Yellow Submarine kind of is in this one too, because Mono Masters is also in this. So, but yeah, Abbey Road and Let It Be being missing out of there, I guess that kind of maybe brings it down a little. At least with this, with the packaging, how the packaging was so different than the CD package. So anyways, I feel like I'm getting rambling. I wanted to make this as quick as I could and get it out there for the morning, so at least I'm only a day late on getting the news out there, but still early for those that weren't able to get the special invite email there. So anyways, I'm going to get fully wrapping up. Before I do that, though, once again, I want to thank all my subscribers and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and do hit the notification bell so you know when we got new videos coming out. Also, please give the video a like if you like it. And like I always say, if you stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know your thoughts on this reissue of the In Mono vinyl box. Are you excited to get it? Did you get yours secured through the invite, or are you hoping to score one today yet if they got any available? Good luck to everybody. I wish every true Beatles fan were to get this. From everything I've heard about it, it sounds like it's a wonderful box, and to get it at a price like this is a special treat. It really is. And I'm really hoping a lot of people that really want this box get to get it, like I'm getting it at this point, which I've wanted this for ages. So very excited. A true Beatles vinyl grail for me. And yeah, I know the originals, but this to me is as close to the originals as I'm going to find here in the States without having to dig too hard. And I'm sure if I get digging even slightly harder, I'll find the other stuff too. But I kind of want a nice, pristine, brand new copy, especially if it's, you know, the original mono, or the original analog tapes, the mastering from that, not digital files like a lot of the other vinyl that's floating out there nowadays is. So yeah. All right. I'm wrapping up. I'm Vito D'Astino, signing out.